The NBA was brought to a standstill late Tuesday night when the Chicago Bulls agreed to trade 20-year-old superstar Milo Grant to the New York Knicks in a move that immediately drew comparisons to some of the most shocking transactions in league history. The deal, first reported by Shams Charania, sends Grant to New York in exchange for Jalen Brunson, Jordan Clarkson, multiple first-round picks, and pick swaps. Within minutes of the announcement, disbelief spread across social media, locker rooms, and television studios, as fans and analysts struggled to process how a player in the midst of a historic season could be moved mid-year. Grant's production alone makes the trade almost impossible to contextualize. At just 20 years old, he is leading the league in scoring at nearly 39 points per game while maintaining elite efficiency. His season has already featured 7 60-point games, an NBA record, along with multiple 70-point performances and even an 85-point outing. Just one night before the trade, Grant delivered another statement performance, finishing with 61 points and 13 assists against the Philadelphia 76ers, further strengthening what had become a rapidly growing MVP case despite Chicago sitting fifth in the Eastern Conference. Historically, players producing at this level are viewed as untouchable. Even comparisons to all-time great scoring seasons, from Wilt Chamberlain's record-breaking dominance to Michael Jordan's peak years, fail to fully capture the combination of volume, efficiency, and frequency of explosive performances Grant has displayed. That context is what has made the decision by Chicago's front office so difficult for many around the league to understand. According to sources, the Bulls' rationale centers on a desire to build a more balanced, win-now roster. By acquiring Brunson and pairing him with Jmgameryt, the organization believes it can create a more structured offensive system with multiple primary ball handlers, rather than relying so heavily on Grant's historically high usage. Clarkson provides additional scoring depth, while the draft capital offers long-term flexibility. Still, the move raises significant questions. While Brunson is widely respected as a highly efficient and controlled guard, and Morant remains one of the league's most explosive playmakers, neither player has demonstrated the ability to replicate, or even approximate, the kind of individual offensive impact Grant has delivered this season. The gamble for Chicago is clear: sacrifice a generational individual season in favor of a more traditional team structure, with the belief that it will translate to postseason success. For New York, the trade represents a dramatic and aggressive shift in direction. The Knicks entered the season with high expectations after consecutive deep playoff runs but have struggled mightily, falling to the bottom of the Eastern Conference standings. Injuries and inconsistency, including limited availability from Brunson, contributed to a disappointing first half of the season under head coach Mike Brown. Landing Grant instantly changes the trajectory of the franchise. In acquiring arguably the most dynamic scorer in the game, the Knicks now possess a player capable of redefining their identity overnight. At 20 years old, Grant not only offers immediate star power but also long-term franchise stability, making the move both a present-day gamble and a future investment. Reaction from across the league has been swift and overwhelmingly stunned. Players, analysts, and executives have questioned both the timing and the logic of the deal, with many noting that there is little precedent for trading a player of Grant's age and production mid-season. Comparisons have been drawn to other shocking transactions, including the Blockbuster deal involving Luka, though even that may not fully capture the magnitude of this move given Grant's current trajectory. On Inside the NBA, analysts openly debated the decision, with several expressing disbelief that a team would part ways with a player producing at such a historic level.
And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. He's got 25.
Man, how about the dexterity for this big guy? I mean, he is really smooth around the basket.
And that one's good. From the top of the key, another one falls for Chicago. Embiid lays it in without an inch of room.
And you know why he was open there. They didn't commit too much defense to him, and you can see why. He has trouble making that shot.
Inside. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. The free throw drops for Grant, 10 points a game. Off target with the close range fadeaway. They set the screen. Pass to Grant. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
This guy's putting on a clinic.
Down to the wire, but
You know, that's how you do it, guys. I mean, he passed his way out of the double team and into an easy basket.
And he gets it to go. He's got 44. Shoots from 14, and he hits the jump shot. Fades and shoots. That is good. Here's Grant. Puts it up from 17. Another one falls for Chicago.
Guys, it's a one-man show out there.
The finger roll finish at the bucket. He has 35.
Kevin, he's been a bright spot in what's otherwise been a little bit of a struggle for this team.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3. Outside, George puts it up from 15. And the bucket counts. And he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play. From 16 feet away, he cans it.
Oh, a fantastic quarter for him.
The free throw drops for Grant. Stolen by Grant. Uses the glass to finish the layup. 5 on the clock. Jacks up a 3. Count that one.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long range.
And he finishes nicely on the layup. The free throw drops for Grant. And Grant drops them both. And the 76ers somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. He's got 39. Gives him the lead pass. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. And so Chicago